Oh, Medgrad, welcome. Such a beautiful day today. Started cloudy and cold, but it's 16 degrees Celsius now. Party time. Beautiful. It alternates between cloudy and cold and non-cloudy and warm. Oh, airplane is landing. Perfect touchdown. Where's all the green grass? Where it's gone? Dormant. Sleeping till spring. Yeah. Free sacrifice for the dogs that arrive here from the north, so they can eat it. I feel like playing Flight Simulator. I wonder if I should start playing. Maybe I should dive into it seriously. Some grass tends to stay green during winter, I noticed. While yes, you're right. I think it also depends on where it's growing. When I walk past the river, I always see the grass is much greener over there. And of course, there are different kinds of grasses, and some indeed stay green. Maybe they are not as vibrant as during normal times. See, there's a little bit of different grass growing here. And this patch is green. But over there, it's not. Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have this game since a long time ago, and I never had a good enough computer to play it. And also DCS. DCS is, I think, 15-year-old flight simulator with military planes. You can get all the current planes in there and the vintage ones, and I think it goes even back to World War II. But the prices are outrageous. I can't afford. I think the FA-18C, it goes for $80 or $90. It's crazy. There's gotta be some sale. Even on sale, I don't think I would buy it. But the simulator is pretty realistic. It's got everything inside, down to every single button, how to start a plane. It's not like you press and you go. It's got everything. I remember I played, I think, some helicopter simulation from that company. And it was more than 10 years ago. Maybe when they came out, they made a standalone game. And that helicopter took forever, like 10 or 15 minutes reading the manuals and pressing the buttons and trying to start it up. And it was a Russian helicopter too, so the insides were in Russian. Really, really confusing. But I want to try, you know. I think there are some free airplanes in there, and it's free to play. If you can download it, it's 150 gigabytes to download the game, the base one, it's the simulator. Can you choose an option to do a simple flight instead of having to know? You know, that depends on the model. I'm sure there are such options, but the cheaper models that go for like $20, they don't have all that realism in it, so it's much easier. But I think people buy this to experience the real stuff, and then, you know, you fly somewhere in Russia or Syria, or like some of these airplanes are so cool. Like I've never realized that there are so many military airplanes out there, and yeah, it's a fun hobby. And then you go to the controller's website and start buying, you know, the joysticks and stuff. Wow, you can buy, you know, all the what do you call it? The display panels, like that the Boeing has, for example, and you mount them on special mounting arms at your desk. So your cockpit looks like the real cockpit, and you have all the buttons and, you know, autopilot, you know, and things. It's crazy. People even go as far as buying the whole frame. They skip the desk. They mount the multiple monitors on the frame with a seat, and they mount everything on top of that. Sometimes I like to watch them fly flight simulators on Twitch. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? If you look, if you want to search, try DCS on Twitch, I'm sure you will see what I'm talking about. Yes, they do have VR, and I would love to have VR, but no way. My computer isn't too powerful, and VR is arm and a leg. Someday I'm gonna buy it, maybe. It's gonna be so nice. Like you really fly. You're really flying inside, you know, with the helmet on and everything. I think both the DCS and Microsoft Flight Simulator supports the VR headset, I guess, or goggles. Simulation. How did I get into it? I always liked simulators, even when I didn't have a computer. But yeah, maybe after playing that air traffic controller game, I'm now on the New Chitose Airport in Hokkaido. That one is really big. It's a really nice airport actually to go inside. There's so many stores. It's well designed, well better than Haneda or Narita here. And of course, you know, they have all the chocolate there. The famous chocolate companies are in the Hokkaido, and the whiskey, of course, as well. So you can imagine the stores: chocolate and whiskey and chocolate. Grab what you can before you fly to Tokyo. But their whole terminal is neat because it's all like big mall under one roof kind of feeling. And Haneda is kind of multi-story, different things, easy to get lost. 2 terminal buildings, I believe, and Narita is, yeah, there is some portion of the shopping, but I went there past COVID and still didn't recover, so many stores were closed. But I like going sometimes to see the airplanes and just do window shopping, see what the stores sell. It's so much tourist stuff, and sometimes there's some serious tourist stuff, like really high quality items. So it's fun. It's fun touring the airports, enjoying their observation decks. Spotting airplanes, hanging out, that stuff. Just like here, but here almost nothing flies. So, oh, Gamera, you made it to the end. Well, it's time to shut it down. Shut down the lens. Those airport stores do have some. Yes, especially the ones at Haneda. Haneda, they added a whole section of stores. There's some serious stuff, like some really cool gifts, like some artisan handmade from Japan things. Of course, it's an arm and a leg, but wow, it's a perfect for a gift that you couldn't buy anywhere in the city because you didn't know where to go. So that stuff. Oh well. Anyway, again, Mea, see you tomorrow. Today is nice and sunny. Yesterday was cold and cloudy. And see you guys. I have to start buying ingredients for the final prep for our Christmas marathon cooking. Thank you for coming, Medgrat and Genmea. So, Christmas marathon cooking, the most boring thing you can ever stand, where I'll be cooking for 5 hours, probably straight. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Scuffing down.